Hey everyone, I hope you're having a beautiful and blissful day today. If you are new here, then welcome. And if you are returning, then welcome back. So in today's video, I want to discuss and just kind of talk about something that's been on my heart for a while now. So today's video is going to be 10 signs that they are not your friend. Number one, we have they don't support you. And this can be in real life and online. Nowadays, everybody has social media, so it's really easy to support somebody, such as liking a post, reposting it, buying their product, or if they're going to be speaking at a certain event, just letting people know, like, hey, I got you, what do you need, da 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 da. If they have a hard time doing that, then they more than likely don't like you, or they're not really your friend. And I also want to add that it doesn't take much to support people. So if you're really somebody's friend, you'll talk to them, you'll ask certain questions like, hey, how can I support you? What do you need to feel A, B, C, and D, da, da, da. And so I feel like if you're not having those conversations, then I think it's safe to say that they're not really your friend like that. Number 2 on the list is snarky, rude, overly sarcastic comments. And this can be looked at in the form of like somebody always has something negative to say.
I don't like talking to y'all because y'all always trying to find something. Y'all always trying to find something, very much something.
Like they're always commenting on something very small about you, but it's always done in a underhanded, back compliment type of way. Anything that kind of falls under that category, that's a surefire way as well to know that somebody is not your friend, or they simply just don't like you, or they're tolerating you. A prime example of this is whether you're male or female, somebody can never call you like by your name. They always have to address you as something rude or nasty, like, oh, hey whore, hey bitch,
hey maid, I see you got on your May outfit like you always do.
If they're saying things of that nature, that's also a surefire way to know that they don't like you. Like they can't even address you by your God-given name. Number 3, I think, is one of the easiest ways to tell that somebody doesn't like you or that they don't want to be your friend, is the looks on their face, specifically contempt. If you notice, you could be in a group of friends, right? You could be talking to one friend in particular, and you feel this vibe, you feel this energy, and you look over and the person that doesn't like you, they're looking at you like, you know what I'm saying? It's always all over people's faces. So I definitely would say to pay attention to that. Another sign is body language. Body language is a very subtle but powerful way to tell that somebody doesn't like you. If they can't like look you in the eyes when they're speaking, or if when they are speaking to you, you're off to the side of them. Ooh, I hit my light. But you're off to the side of them, or they're not directly facing you, like giving you their undivided attention. They're signaling to you that you're not worth my attention. You're not worth me talking to. You're not worth me telling you how I really feel. And number 4 seems like an obvious one, but because we're adults and we go through life, and things happen, things go unplanned, it's kind of hard to tell with number 4 because of that very thing. So number 4, I would have to say, is they leave you hanging, they constantly flake, and they make excuses. There just comes a point in time in a friendship where you will notice, like, damn, I'm doing all these things for you. I'm trying to show you I'm here for you. I've talked to you about this. I've let you know how it makes me feel when ABCD, whatever, happens, and you never come through for me, right? That is a really good way to know that they don't want to hang with you, and the excuses are so dumb. Oh, I have to see about my dog or something like that.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
We all know in this day and age, whatever people want to do, they will definitely make time for it. So don't allow people to put you on the back burner or be an afterthought. Number 5 is you feel their weird energy. Whether they are watching you and don't say anything, or they wait until other people support you to support you. Throw that under like evil eye. If you can feel people pulling on your energy, and in a way it's like be minding your business, going about your day, right? And you're thinking about this person. Although you haven't spoken to them in a while, you haven't heard from them, any of that nature, you can feel their energy on you. Or even if we're talking about social media aspects, they might be like the first couple of people to watch your story or something, but they never say anything to you. They don't comment on anything. They don't like anything. It's a very strange feeling.
It's getting weird.
Because you know you haven't spoken to them in a while. However, you're feeling their presence so strongly, so you kind of just know something's up. Or better yet, they say that you can tell when people have been talking about you. And a great way to see that is if you eventually do get around these people, the people that they're close with or something of that nature, they might start acting funny towards you. Almost as if like, they have been talking about you. They have been saying some mean, nasty things, whatever the case is. But definitely pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your feelings. And sometimes these messages can pop up in dreams. And I want to elaborate on the part about they wait until other people support you. If somebody is truly your friend, they don't need other people's approval to support you. They don't care what other people think about you. There's loyalty, there's trust, there's honesty, there's all these friendship qualities there, right? So what do you need somebody else's approval for to finally support your friend? They'll start supporting you once your content or your business, whatever the case may be, may start getting a little bit of traction, because now you may be classified as cool or popular or something like that, and they want to attach themselves to whatever it is that you have going on. Although they don't check on you, they don't call you, they don't text you, you don't hear from them. So it's very weird. Number 6 is a very obvious way to me, but you can easily psych yourself out of thinking that this is what it is, okay? They compete with you. So with this, nothing that you do is good enough. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how positive you are. They compete with you. And we see it all the time. Like all the time on social media, people are always trying to validate themselves and let you know that I'm better than you. But what they'll do is you could say, oh, I just saved my first $4,000. You're really proud of that, right? So you say that, and they might say something like, oh, well, 2 weeks ago, I just saved my first $6,000. And it's like,
Molly, we're not going to make this about you.
ooh, whoopee for you, but we're talking about me. And it's like, why did you have to steal my moment? You could have just been happy for me and kept that to yourself. For the ladies, sometimes it's very like kind of blatant but subtle. I think the women sometimes will often display like maybe pick me behavior in a sense, or they might do things like, y'all are going out together, y'all both look good, this, that, and the third, but she may not give you a compliment until you give her a compliment. And even when she does, it's very like shitty. Like, oh yeah, I like those shoes. But it's like, babe, I have a whole ensemble on, and I just complimented you on your whole ensemble. You can't do it back? Or prime example, let me tell y'all this story. So one day recently, I went out with some friends, and there's a person in the group. Let's just call her Lynn. I don't fucking know. So yeah, Lynn, right? So we're going to get some wine because we've ran out. And Lynn picks up wine A. Even though we're at it's this regular drugstore type wine. We're at Kroger or something. So Lynn picks up wine A. I pick up wine B that I just like. I like it. It makes me feel good. It's sweet. I don't have to explain why I like it. I just like it, right? So Lynn is like, oh, you like blah, blah, blah wine? It's kind of lower tier, or it's low shelf or whatever the fuck. But it's like, who cares? It's going to get drunk. It's going to get drunken anyway. Like, they nitpick on little things that just don't matter. They really don't matter. So anyway, I say all that to say, it's an easy way to see that people don't like you when they start competing with you. Nothing is ever good enough that what you're going to do. They always have to one-up you.
I have nothing against plus-size women, but, when I'm next to Goldie, there is, a difference. It's obvious, She's a cute girl, cute next to gorgeous. Gorgeous is gonna, devour cute. So, in the looks department, I definitely, I've scored too high for her to catch up.
They always have to prove and show, I'm better than you. Ha ha, look at me. I'm this and you're that. Like, they're always trying to show a clear separation, but it's like, true friends don't do that. They celebrate each other. They celebrate each other's differences. They respect each other. And it's like, when you're really content with yourself and you love yourself, there's no need to compete. Simple as that. Number 7 is they don't reciprocate. I already went into that, but I'm going to elaborate on it a little bit more. So they don't reciprocate in ways of like, you notice you text them first all the time. You hit them up first often. Like, they rarely call you first. They rarely text you. It's just a really easy way to tell, like, hey, they don't really fuck with me.
I don't with you and you don't with me. But we can smile and laugh together.
So yeah, you just feel like you're giving out too much. You feel like you're giving out too much of your energy. They're draining you. You speak to them. You don't really feel anything. It's just like, whatever. Or okay. Number 8 is they are surface level. They don't share anything with you. They don't share important milestones. They don't share important moments in their life, or maybe even something as small as like, yeah, I got a promotion today. Yeah, I just want to share my good news with you, blah, blah, blah. They keep you at bay because in a sense, they're dismissive of you because in their head, they don't really care what you have going on. So why are they going to tell you what they have going on? Like, what would be the point, right? Number 9 is a really big one for me, and it's they only reach out when they need something, which goes back into that non-reciprocal energy. You can not only hit people up when you need something. Relationships in general are a two-way street. You lean on me, I lean on you for whatever it is. Like, we have to work at it together so that we can maintain and blossom and actually have something good and have something worth of value. If somebody only reaches out to you when they need something, that's a big, big red flag. And you should cut them off. Don't allow them to use you for things, or either ignore them. That works as well. Because at the end of the day, I think that people always know what they're doing. They know that they don't speak to you often. They know that they don't hear from you. They know that you're a dependable person, and hey, I can hit so-and-so up whenever I need this, that, or the third, but it's too much on their part to reach out to you from time to time and say, hey, how are you doing? You were on my heart. You know, I've been thinking about you. How's everything going? Like, honestly, guys, a lot of this relationship stuff, specifically friendships, I think it doesn't take that much effort. You know, especially if you know that you and your friend are a low maintenance friendship, because everybody requires different things. Some people may want to hang out. They need that to feel wanted and loved and like their friendship is valued. Some people prefer to speak on the phone, not every day, but maybe like often. Maybe you may hear from your friend like once every 2 weeks or once a month, whatever. You know, you guys discuss the guidelines of your friendship. But either way, which shows you that they don't really value you. They only value you for what you can provide to them. Number 10, they judge or critique you way too much. And I mean, it's like uncomfortable levels. And this is another thing too. You can be critiqued in life, right? However, we all know there's such thing called constructive criticism. If you're critiquing me, but you're not offering solutions, or you're not asking me, do I need help? Or, hey, how can I help you? You're just doing this to be negative. You're judging me to make me feel bad about myself.
Rightfully so. I'm glad it did. You know, I don't want them feeling good. I want them to feel like shit.
Doing it on purpose to slowly knock down someone's self-esteem. If you're noticing all these things, then I think it's very safe to say it may be time to end the friendship. How you end the friendship depends on you. Some people like to send a text, some people like to have a conversation, and some people like to ghost. Do what works best for you, because at the end of the day, I really do think people know if you've been a good friend to them or not, or if they've been a good friend to you or not. And you definitely can have conversations with people. However, after you have conversations with people and not much changes, I think it's definitely time to move on. So anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out. I hope it's going to help you out in the future to identify, you know, who is for you and who's simply not for you among your journey. So if you like this video, please don't forget to thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and comment down below and let me know what you would like to see in future videos.